In terms of a basic overview, the entire program is 6 months long. Um, there'll be tasks, assignments, projects that you'll be building. Everything is focused around projects, and I'll come to that. But essentially, the point here is that you need to treat it as if you're already in a job, right? Joining Outscale is like you're taking up job employment, where it's not a school from your, or not a college from who's going to be like, monitoring you. Some professor is not going to come and ask, why didn't you do these assignments, right? At the end of the day, the goal here is to get you professionally ready, right? And part of being professionally ready is having self-discipline to complete your own task on your own time. Because in the real world, some of you might already be working and would know this, but for others that don't and haven't yet stepped foot in the industry, in the real world, nobody's going to ask you again and again, why didn't you do it, right? Or why didn't you finish your things on time, right? Because if that pattern repeats, guess what? You'll be out of your job very soon, right? So the entire program, from a structural perspective and how the learning happens, is structured to mimic exactly how things happen in the industry. Okay, so you need to be self-disciplined. We are here for help, right? We'll give you all the guidelines on how to do this, but at the end of the day, you still need to put in the effort, right? So none of that spoon feeding shit. If you think somebody's going to chase me to finish my assignments and give me reminders again and again, that is not going to happen, right? Then you're in the wrong place. I can tell you today that you're wasting your time. You're better off, playing games for all I care, right? If you're really serious about your professional skill building, if you're really serious about getting into the industry in terms of making a mark, building a career for yourself, then this is the right place. If you're not serious about it, if you're not willing to put in the time and effort, you just think about, oh, I'm going to get that CTC without doing much, right? It's not going to happen, right? And you're not going to make it through just the admission process itself, right? So while yes, there is a lucrative career opportunities in terms of the packages that students get after graduating, but for that to happen, you need to be able to commit time, energy, and have that attitude of, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get shit done. That's it. Nothing else matters. Okay. Overall, in terms of time commitment, we expect that an average student who has a little bit of computer science background would be spending about 20 hours per week. Okay. If you're coming in with no computer science background, absolutely fine, because we have taken in artists, we have taken in QA guys from previous work experience, people from mechanical background. The program structure, the learning resources, the learning content does not assume that you know anything, right? So for the places that you might know certain pieces of the language, you can quickly run through the assignments really fast. If you do not know them, you can take your time to finish them, right? And the program is flexible to accommodate those things. But for a person with a little bit of computer science knowledge, should be expected to spend 20 hours per week. But if you're coming in below that, means you do not have any computer science background, you'll be expected to spend a little bit more to catch up. If you know already a lot of computer science, you might as well get away with spending a little bit less, but you will still be expected to complete all your projects, because the projects go on your portfolio, and this portfolio is what goes to the companies, right? So getting away from not doing projects is not going to be excused, and I'll talk more. Okay, so in terms of modules, the entire program is 6 months, but how does it actually break down into different modules and different pieces? And this is where this kind of slide talks about it.